Okay, hello and welcome to another program Arduino for me tutorial. So today we're going to be going over another circuit, the red, green, blue LED with 3 buttons, one for each color. So these are the things you're going to need today. You're going to want this cable to plug into your computer and program your board. You're going to want this battery to run your Arduino, or you can plug it into your computer and run it that way. You're going to want your breadboard and that kit that's on the Programming for You, Arduino for Me, Arduino for You website. You want to get that kit before you start any of these tutorials, because we'll be using all the components that are in that kit for most of the things we do on most of my tutorials. Okay, so let's stop talking now, and I'll demonstrate how this works. We're going to power it up with our 9-volt battery, and this is the light right here, the LED, red, green, blue. Now this first button turns that red, second button turns it blue, and the third button turns it blue. I'm sorry, this one turns it green, that one turns it blue. There we go. There's a bit of difference on the picture. I guess you can't really see that too well in the video, but there we go. Now, that's what it does. Now I can explain in depth how this why this works. All right. So here we have our Arduino Uno. Okay. You can find the code to upload to this on the website on the projects page. Okay, upload that to your board and make this circuit. Now there'll be a picture of this on next to this project that you can look at, and the buttons basically are letting power go to these pins, these 3 pins with these white wires on the Arduino board, these 3 here. And when that happens, the Arduino says, oh, okay, when I get voltage on those 3 pins, I'm supposed to send voltage out to one of these pins. So basically, when there's voltage coming in on this button's going to let voltage go into, let's see, that lets voltage go into pin 13. So basically, what I've told the Uno Arduino board to do is, when it receives voltage on pin 13, it's going to put voltage out on, I believe it's pin 7. So that's basically what the code is saying, and that's how this circuit works. The way red, green, blue LED works is that it has 4 pins sticking into the breadboard. One of the pins is a ground, which is this orange wire here. It's going into the ground pin, and the blue wires are supplying voltage to the other colors, the other pins. Each pin going into the board, the other 3, is responsible for a different color. So there's only 3 colors, and you can mix them together, to get different colors. There's red and green and blue, and that's what these 3 are going into here. If you're not familiar with the way breadboards work, I would suggest you watch another one of my videos to learn that, because here we're just going to show this circuit. I have another video that I'm working on that is just breadboards, teaching you just how breadboards work. So you can look at that later. So for now, basically this here is supplying voltage to this rail on this side, the negative rail, which is then, let's see, is that voltage or is that, oh, I'm sorry, that's ground. This orange wire here going on to the negative rail, this here, that's ground. So we've got all these connected into the negative ground pin, or rail, and that's grounding out our buttons. Now we've got a resistor here, and the resistor's on the same, one end of the resistor is going to the corner of the button, and I'll show you which corner that is. It's going to this, if you're looking at it from this direction here, it's going on to this corner, This corner right here. You can see that. This corner. So you want the resistor to be on this same corner. And then the other end of the resistor is connected to this negative rail, which is getting grounded. Now, these resistors are, let's see, brown, black, red, brown, I think it is. So that would be, just look at my little thing here. Brown, black, brown. It's either 1K or 10K. I'll put that in the description if I figure that out. I'm pretty sure it's 10K. So these are 10K resistors. Yeah, that's 10K. Alright. So that's the ground. And then on the buttons. And here, this is our voltage. This voltage wire, I think you can see that. This voltage wire here, the red, is going on the positive marking rail. Positively marked rail. It's not positive, but you know. And this is going into the 5 volts pin on the Arduino board. Now, the voltage is going on this corner of the button, this corner right here. Alright, right there, I think you can see that. Okay, so that's voltage going on all these buttons. Every single button is set up the same way. So you got your voltage and your ground. Voltage here, ground on the other side. Now the resistors on the ground side, and then you've got your connection to the Arduino board. This white wire is connected to this other corner, this top corner here, which is going over to this, and then it's going over into the pins on your board that you've told it. I'll show you, well, in the code you can see these are the pins that you've told it to go onto. I've set my pins up for 13, 12, and 11. Pins 13, 12, and 11, and you can set that up for yours too. And that's how the code is set up. That's how I set the code up. Now we'll go on to the LEDs, onto the singular LED. Used to there being 3 different ones. Okay, so this is set up this way. Now this orange wire is getting grounded. This is going here and going into the ground pin on your. The ground pin is the longest pin on your. Yeah, the ground pin is the longest pin on your red, green, blue LED. In fact, I have a little diagram here that shows you which is which. Okay, here's how you want to set up the LED. Okay, this is your. Whoops, let's see there. Can you see that? Okay, ground is. Come on. Whatever. I think you get that. This is. The ground is here. That's the longest. Then you've got green, which is slightly longer. I'm sorry, blue is slightly longer, slightly shorter than ground, and red and green are the same length. So you can kind of see how that goes. I'll put this picture if you want. Let me know in the description, or not in the description, in the comments under this video, or contact me if you want this schematic. You can probably just look it up online. But that's how I set that up on my breadboard. That's how that's set up in the code too, because that means that this here is on the ground, so the other one here must be, this is blue, this is green, and the other one's red. So let's see, this is ground, this is going on the ground wire, the ground pin on the board, grounding this positive rail. The ground is connected to that, and that is jumping over to the other ground. So yeah, that's basically it. That's it for this tutorial, guys. I hope you like it. If you do, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out the website for more projects and download the code. See you guys next time.